Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. Hope everybody is having a terrific Tuesday today. My Tuesday has been pretty good. It's been pretty busy. Um a little bit. Actually, starting yesterday was really busy too. I have tons of stuff that I have to do. It's time to get bling boxes together and packaged so that we can get those shipped out. Also, I have a few things that I'm working on for um, a few other projects. So, taking up a lot of my time. But hey, y'all, hope everybody is doing great. Tonight, we are going to be tackling a new project. I have not done this before. It is the embossing hack done with your embroidery machine. And so the first person who really I remember seeing this like a while back, but not really paying it any attention because I thought like this is just way over my head. But Josephine, the best uni, sent me a video over the weekend and she was like, "You gotta do this." And I'm like, how is this even done? And so she sent me a video. So shout out to Josie for always believing in me and believing that I could just do anything. Thank you, Josie, for that. Because sometimes we need that boost. But Josie sent me this video over the weekend. So I was planning on doing it probably on Friday with Marilyn. Well, Marilyn and I are going to be finishing up some candles, but I was planning on doing it on Friday. But then Delonda Patrice, y'all know she has that situation with her neighbors, and you know, now her and the neighbors are best friends, and so she has to, do whatever she's doing on a Tuesday night. But nonetheless, I'm here with you guys, and I also saw for tonight, Ricoma put out a video on how they do this process. So I'm going to be mixing a little bit of what I saw on Ricoma because I thought the video was perfect. Um, and it was super helpful. But I did take some notes from Racoma. I also saw Angela Jasmina kind of practice around with it and do it. And she ended up doing really good. And tonight, well, maybe a little bit, a few hours ago, well, I did see Coldesi too, because their video came up after the Racoma video that I saw. And then, but today I also saw Unbiased LLC, Rachel, do this project, but she put her own little spin on it. Tonight, we're just going to leave it as embossed. But what Rachel did was she did the project, she embossed her lettering, but then she also did stitches on top and around. So she did a satin stitch around the embossed part. And then she also stitched something else like around the design. So if you want to see how she did that, check out her channel, Unbiased LLC. You'll learn a lot along the way. And she also I think she used craft foam. So if this is something that you want to try out and you have some craft foam in your house and you want to try it with that, then definitely check out Unbiased LLC. So that's what I was doing this afternoon while I was trying to get some other work done. But yeah, that's what we're going to do tonight. And of course, y'all already know that I had to. So the Tauruses, y'all, have been on me. And so I didn't make the It's a Taurus thing SVG or rhinestone SVG yet, but I did make one that says Taurus with the symbol on the inside of it. So I'm gonna peel that away. I used purple flock from the baby's booty, and I used my Cricut Venture to cut it out. And so this is my first time using the Cricut Venture to cut out the purple flock. And so far, I gave it a little sneak peek or peel, and so far it looks all good. So let's see how that's going to go. So let me tell you guys what we're going to be using tonight. So tonight I'm going to be using the Ricoma EM1010. I'm going to be using the Ricoma EM1010. It's a 10 needle single head machine. Okay. And then I'm also going to be using stabilizer, and this is cutaway stabilizer. So I saw a few people use tearaway stabilizer, and I saw the guy on Ricoma use the cutaway stabilizer. So I think I'm going to stick with cutaway stabilizer for my first time, and then see how that's going to go. I don't know how the pulling or cutting or whatever is going to work out with that, but we're going to go ahead and use a little bit of cutaway stabilizer. But I have seen people use tearaway stabilizer and they've been super, super successful. Okay. Then I also have some, and I already had this stuff. I don't know why I bought more because I already had this, but this is fusible iron-on no-show matte mesh. And so I'm going to put a little bit of this on the backing to kind of help with more stabilizer after we do the first stitch. This shouldn't take long, okay? So hopefully Brody's acting right, but y'all know how Brody does. Brody does whatever he wants to do, and I kind of let him. So that's what we're going to do. Now, the one difference that we're going to do, the one difference thing is, so if you guys saw the last time that I played around with puff, like I did a puff hat before, like I did on video, but I think the last time we did puff on live and it was kind of like stressing me out a little bit, but the last puff we used was this sulky puff and it's 3mm and it's kind of stiff. Like it's very, very firm, right? Tonight, we are going to use, and I saw them use this on the Ricoma video. We're going to be using this Pellin style number 76 Naked Flex foam, okay? And it's a lot more foamy. It's a lot more cushion foamy, like, as opposed to the sulky foam, which you guys see. Like it's not like, you know, it's more stiff. So they used this in the Ricoma video, so we're going to actually use this. I ended up going by Joanne today to pick this up, so I got this from Joanne. Everything else I'm using came from Amazon. They did have that on Amazon, but I think a lot of people have purchased it, so it's not readily available or easily available. The software that we're going to be working in tonight is Chroma, and all we're going to be doing is tracing a design. We're going to just simply put teach on there. All right. I have my nice scissors because the difference between this foam, from what I saw, this foam and the sulky foam that I had been using before for puff, is that this foam, I don't think that it tears as easily as this. So once you start stitching on this foam, it'll perforate it and then you'll be able to rip it off. This one, I think we're going to have to cut. So that's probably going to take us the most time. So I'm not sure if we're actually going to be able to get the bling project done, but if not, this was my test cut for the bling. We'll probably do that on Thursday with Marilyn. If you guys did not know, Thursday on Marilyn's channel, we are going to be making candles. So we have a candle making kit, and we're going to be going through the candle making kit, and we're going to make candles. Now, if you know about making candles, you know that it takes about 24 hours for it to actually cure and settle and everything. So hopefully Marilyn will come on with me on Friday night so we can show you the finished candles once they're all done. So we're going to be making candles and we're going to be blinking a little bit on Thursday night. So yeah, but let me see who's here. Let me say hey to a few people. I know that I just started out the gate talking, but thank you all for being here. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm Patrice. This is Craftable Things, and I like to craft all the things. I have on my old serial crafter, maker of all the things shirt tonight. This shirt is super old. Well, yeah, it's super old. This is actually like one of the first, not one of my first bling shirts, but this is like maybe at least a good 2 years. Oh, maybe longer than that. Yeah, we've been blinking for a very long time. Whoa. All right, so let's see who's here. Hey, Tinsy Boo. Hey, girl. Hey, Mirror Bear. Two of my favorites. Hey, y'all. And to all my members, thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. If you didn't see, I did drop like last week the Mama Mode patch a few days ago inside of the members area if you are interested in that. Hey Renee, welcome in. Hey Noe. Welcome everybody. I'm just gonna say hi to a few people. I know we're gonna get started. We're gonna get ready to head into Chroma in a second. Hey Josette, welcome. Welcome in. Hey, Leslie Cash Tips. Hey, Donzel. Welcome. Hey, Rachel. Welcome. And y'all, Rachel's birthday is also tomorrow. So make sure that y'all tell Unbiased LLC. Anytime I say Rachel, it's Unbiased LLC. Make sure y'all tell her happy birthday. We're going to see how this is going to go, Rachel. I don't know. We're going to see. It shouldn't take us too long, hopefully. At least the stitching shouldn't take long. It's a different type of process. Hey, Miss Merlinda. Hey, Stephanie. Welcome. Hey, Alicia. Welcome from Arkansas. Welcome. Hey, Stacy. Hey, Vera. Hey, Jesse. Hey, Lucille. Hey, Robin S. And Porty Time. I saw you earlier. All right, y'all. I gotta scroll down. Hey, Diana. All right, y'all. I'm scrolling all the way down because y'all know I'm already so very late. So we're actually gonna start from the beginning to the end. So we're going to start with digitizing. All right. So let's see. Let's see. So I consider this to be like a hack. I consider this to be a hack. All right, y'all. All right, I'm at the bottom. All right, sorry guys if I skipped you, but I did see some people. Hey, Mylene and Kristen. No, hey girl, hey Candace. Welcome. Karen Murray, you've been here for 7 months. Let me get my girl. All right, y'all. So I do plan on making sure that I think Delonte and I are gonna do like a on again, off again type of Tuesday night situation. So I do plan on at least trying to get on closer to 7 o'clock than after. Like that's gonna be my plan. So this today just couldn't happen because I just had a lot of other stuff going. But Karen Murray, thank you so much for being here for 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, 4 days, and definitely thank you for being here for 7 months. I appreciate it. Oh, I got a text message. Oh, ooh, that's a bad. What happened? I'm not starting over. Delonda, I thought you were. I thought about that you were with your people, the new neighbors, your new neighbor friends. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Hey, Josie, if you didn't catch it at the beginning, I gave you a shout out. Thank you so much for always motivating me and thinking that I could do anything. So I told everybody that it was because of you that I even paid this any attention. Because Josie she will send me stuff all the time. Like, I know you could do this. Like, do a video on this. Can you do this? Like, she does that all the time. So that's the only reason why I really like stopped to notice this because she had me looking at it over the weekend. So thank you, Josie. But I'm not starting over. I'm not starting over. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you. Thank you. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get ready to head into. Oh, let me share my screen. Hey, Philip and Laura. All right, let me go in. I'm gonna share my screen. I am just going to share. Hey, GB, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. If I miss you, y'all know it's not. It's just that I'm a hot mess, and you guys. Hopefully, you guys know that. Like, if I don't to you, it's not intentional that I don't say something to you. It's not. All right, so we're going to get ready to head into Chroma. This is the Ricoma software. And the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the SVG file that I have. And the SVG file simply says teach. Like I'm going to make me a shirt. I'm going to be using a gray sweatshirt, but I also want to try this with a regular t-shirt and see how that looks. But for tonight, we're going to be doing a gray sweatshirt. Maybe I'll try it with Broski with the Ricoma Marquee 2001 and maybe try it with the t-shirt. But for tonight, we're just going to be doing one. This is the very first time. I want you guys to know this is my very first time trying it. I did not practice this. I did watch. I told you I already went through the list of the people who I saw and I watched. And other than that, I have not practiced. Okay. So I don't know what the outcome is going to be, but we're going to see what we're going to do. All right, so now I'm just going to pull in the file, and the file that we're going to be, uh-oh, I can't even see the chat. Let's see. And the file that we're going to be pulling in, it just says teach. That's all it says. That's the file that I'm going to be using. And I'm going to resize this. I want this to be like maybe about a little bit larger. So we're going to do like a 10. I was going to put an apple on here, but I don't want to get too ahead of myself right now. So we're just going to go with this. Everything I learned that I'm showing you guys now, I learned this watching the video on Ricoma. I don't know if it's their last video that they had, but I learned this from watching the video on the Ricoma YouTube channel, Ricoma TV. All right. And it seems when in the video, it just seemed super easy. Like it seemed fairly simple, but you already know anything can anything can go wrong. Like something may seem easy, but it may not necessarily be easy. All right, I'm just going to make my screen a little bit bigger. Thank you, Kristen. Delanda, you may not even like this. All right, so we're going to get ready to start tracing. I'm just going to move this over just a little bit, and we're going to start tracing. Now, the thing with this, all we're going to be doing is really just tracing the word teach one time, okay? And this is going to be all that we have to do. We're tracing teach one time, and we're going to convert it into a run stitch. Now, I'm not going to just sit. I can change this to outline, right click, and do it as a run stitch because I have Lux. So that would just look like me selecting outline. Once I select outline, I would just right click, and then I can convert this into a run stitch, just that simple. But if you don't have Lux and you have Inspire, then you won't be able to do this. And if you have other embroidery softwares, then you may want to see how this would look. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go through the whole process. I'm not going to use those tools. All right, so I'm just going to bring this over. The first thing we're going to do is trace the T, and that's going to be super easy to trace the T. Who said the box has been sent? So I'm just going to head over here to the left and select the run stitch. And all I'm going to do is, luckily, all of my letters, and I chose this on purpose for tonight to make it a little bit easier. We're just going to go through and we're just going to trace this. I'm just tracing around the edges of the letters. That's it. Now I could change that to another color so I could see it better. That might be a better thing for us to do. So let's change it to, okay, let's change this to green. Okay, so I'm going to head back down to the run stitch so that way we can actually see it a little bit better as opposed to just that dark black. All right, and I'm just tracing this. It doesn't take long. And then once we're done, we can go ahead and straighten out any of those angles and lines that we may want to straighten out. If my hand isn't that steady. But I'm literally just clicking here. And because it's a straight edge, I don't really have to use too many points. All right, until we're done with that one, that's traced. And now we're going to do the next letters. All right, I'm just going to, let me select all of that. Actually, I'm just going to change all of those colors, okay? So the colors at the bottom match up with the color that is threaded in that spot on the machine. No, these are just the colors for, no, they don't match the machine, Kristen. They don't match it. All right, so we're going to go back. Let me go back. Hey, Tanya. Everybody coming in. All right, so now I'm going to go. Look at my moderator over here answering questions. Sims, look at Delonda answering questions. Girl, yes. I can't pay you because our salaries are, it's a wash at this point. All right, I'm going to just click here. And then that's pretty much it with this part because we're only worried about tracing. That's it. That is it, and that is all. All right. But yeah, I got to make some stuff for Teachers Appreciation. I'm going to make some, I have some erasers that I'm going to make. I have some coasters that I'm going to make. I know y'all see the cute coasters with the resin. I'm going to make some of those. Um, I have a few things. I should be making a design for our Teachers Appreciation at the school, but I'll make that. I'll work on it tomorrow. Images. So this one, my little opening here for my A is very, very thin. It's very small. I don't know if I really like it, but because we're gonna have to cut. Remember, we're gonna have to cut all of that out. So that's gonna be. Let me move this over. So I kind of like max out my screen because I need to be able to see it better. So if you guys are saying anything specifically to me, I'm kind of just trying to hurry up and finish this. You'll see it doesn't take long at all. All right. I will need to go and probably move some of these jump stitches. Y'all see the jump stitch right there? I want to move that. I'm not going to worry about it just yet. We're just going to keep going. And remember, run stitches are just single line stitches. It's just a single line stitch. And so the guy at Ricoma, when he did his, I didn't see Codesi digitize it, and I didn't see Angela digitize it. But the guy Ricoma, he digitized it in video. So he pretty much did this. But I would definitely recommend watching the video because it was super, super, super helpful. And what he did was, look, y'all, we're almost done. What he did was he turned everything into a bean stitch. So this is going to be a bean stitch. But he did something a little different. So he did a triple bean stitch for the first layer. And then the second layer, he did just a regular bean stitch. Like he didn't change it. But I'm pretty much following his instruction in this video. Which I thought was pretty useful. I think it looks good. I think it comes out looking good. When Rachel did hers tonight with the satin stitch around. Rachel, what did it say? It said God supports you, right? But when she did hers, it looked really good with that. Like it really raised, it made it look 3D. Even with the satin stitch around it, it's still, it was nice. All right. Guess what, y'all? We're done. That's all we had to do. All right, so let me move this over. I am going to head up here. I'm going to hide that. All right, we kind of traced it pretty good. Our trace doesn't look too bad, but let's say if we wanted to, name scale. He made it look super easy to launch. He did. Hey Maritza. Hey everybody. If I missed y'all. All right, so it doesn't look too bad, right? It looks kind of straight. Is as straight as possible. Now at this time, if you want to go through and you want to maybe straighten something out, you would just click onto your shape tool. And let's say with this H, let's say I wanted to kind of bring this down a little bit or maybe bring this up just to kind of level it out. I would do that. Maybe bring that up a little bit to straighten it up, right click out. And then for the most up here, let's say if I wanted to, like depending on how meticulous I want to be, like maybe move that up a little bit. And that looks good for the most part. Like the rest of it doesn't look bad. Like I did pretty decent. Okay, so I'm just gonna move this over. And the one thing that I need to do is I need to check the jump stitches. So I don't know if I see any other jump stitches, but I do see a jump stitch from here to here, and I don't want that. So I'm just gonna select my select tool, click onto the center, and then I'm gonna head to the command panel, and we're gonna change, and we're gonna just say trim. I'm gonna click apply. And so that removed that trim for me. I don't see any other jump stitches. So we should be good because I don't see any other ones. But if I wanted, you know, just to be on the safe side, I could select everything, go into the commands, and then just select trim here, and then click apply. And then, I feel better about myself at that point. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and delete this because I don't need it. I don't need that background anymore. Now you can do the same thing. The way that he did it, I brought in my own text into Chroma, but the way that he did it, he actually used the text, the system text, and he just traced the underlay of the system font text. So I already typed this up in Adobe, saved it as a SVG. So you don't have to use the text. You can also use an SVG if you want to as well. Okay. So we have this all done. The next thing I want to do is I want to select all of this. And as you see, these are all run stitches and there's 668 stitches. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select this. And then I'm going to right click. And then I'm going to copy. I'm going to right click again and I'm going to paste. Now you can't see it, but you can see over here on this side, now more runs were added, more layers or steps was added to this layer, but it's the same color. And we want it to be different colors because we want it to stop once we do that first stitch. So I'm just going to right click. I'm going to click group. And then at the bottom, I'm going to just right click and select the 12. Let me hide this. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I hope you guys can still see my screen. I'm going to right click and click the 12. I went back. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just a hot mess. Okay, you guys can see it again. I'm going to click 12. All right. And so y'all see that change that group to pink. Now, next thing we need to do is select 1 through 6 because it's 1 through 6. It's T. That's all of the different steps. So the T is the first step. The E is the second. The triangle in the A is the third. The actual outline of the A is the fourth. The C is the fifth. The H is the sixth. Okay. So I'm going to select all of that. I'm going to hold down my shift key and select 1 through 8. I'm going to right click and then I'm going to group that together as well. So that is behind. So if I hide this, I'm going to hide the pink. You can see the blue now. Okay. So there's two different things there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and keep the pink hidden, but I'm going to select the blue so that we can work with the blue. The only thing we have to do now is I need to change the stitch length to 2.0. This is exactly what he did inside of the video. I definitely recommend going over to watch Ricoma TV so that you guys could see it. It was an excellent video. And honestly, after seeing it, I really felt like I could do it without practice. Okay, after watching that video, I was like, okay, I don't need to practice. I don't need to pull my hair out. Let's just do it. So see if that works. All right. So first, I'm going to change the type to a bean stitch. So we're going to change it to a bean stitch. And then we're going to change the stitch length to 2.0. And I'm going to click apply. Okay. So I'm only doing this for the very first stitch. So this is my order. This is the sequence right here. So the blue is the first, the pink is going to be the second. The pink is just going to be a regular, like it's going to be a lightweight type of stitch. You don't want it to be too heavy. You don't want too many stitches. So we're going to leave that as is. All right. So remember, we started out with it being 668 stitches. Well, the blue is now, let me see how many stitches, 2,976 stitches for the blue. And that's the part that's going to go at the bottom. Okay. So we're going to get ready. We're going to get ready to save this because actually we are all done. We're done. It was that simple. All right, so let me get my hard drive and we're going to save it onto our flash drive, okay? So let me go here and I am going to right click or not right click. I'm going to go to save as. We are going to do, we're going to save this as teach emboss. And I'm just going to save it as an RDE first in case I want to go back and add that apple like I wanted to before. And then I am going to select save again, save as. Hey, Carol Coleman, Bose and more. Hey, Danny. Hey, Miss Cheryl. Latanya. Hey, everybody coming in. Welcome. All right, so I'm going to save this as a DST because that is how my machine will be able to read it. But I'm going to also select, at this time, I'm going to put it onto the flash drive. So I saved the RDE on my hard drive, but on my flash drive, I'm going to save the DST. So I got that saved. It's on there. And what do we name it? Teach Emboss. And I'm going to click save. All right. So right now it's 10, like almost 10 and a half by about 3.67. It's just going to say teach right there going across. All right. And so if we do have time, we may have time for me to actually brush in the design, but I am going to take it off. All right. So I'm going to move us over to the table because we are done. Let me stop sharing the screen. Yeah, let me stop sharing. And I'm going to bring this up for us. And we're going to hoop this on our mighty hoop. Okay. So let me get this here. And I'm going to bring my table on. If you guys could see that. And then I'll add Brody once we get ready to get Brody together. Now with this, we're going to hoop this just like regular, right? But once we get it to the machine, we're actually going to flip it upside down. Now, the reason that you flip it upside down, I think, is because the way that we're hooping it, like we're not going to hoop the sweatshirt yet. We're only hooping the hoop, okay? We're going to hoop the sweatshirt the second time. Like after that first stitch is done, then we're going to hoop the sweatshirt. Now, it's all done upside down. And I can only think that the reason why it's set upside down is so that it doesn't shift or move or anything like that. I should have got some straight pins. The only reason why I think that they do that is so that it doesn't shift or move, because we're actually going to be kind of floating the sweatshirt. So that's why I do want to get some pins. But now we're just gonna get our mighty hoop. Let me take this apart. I'm gonna get ready to put. Oh, you guys are like slanted. Moving straight. Hey, Jennifer. All right, so I'm just gonna put. Let me grab my scissors. I thought I had them nearby, but did not have them nearby. All right. All right, so we're gonna just cut this. All right, that's gonna go right there. And then I'm going to place, oh my goodness, I forgot to get another piece of fabric. Do I have any fabric over here? Because I was gonna put another piece of fabric on top, and I forgot to get it. I'm gonna have to go get it, y'all. And if y'all didn't know, I've been moving everything to the back, so I forgot to get the fabric. How did I forget to get that? Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta go get the fabric. Listen to some elevator music. right, guys, that wasn't too bad, was it? So another thing that I saw the guy I would come and do, like he used his marker, and this is kind of wrinkled, but I'm not about to iron it. I'm not ironing it. But the one thing that I saw him do was he used his a Sharpie to trace. And I thought that was really, really cool. Exactly. So we're just gonna put this here. And then you guys will see like the next steps. Let me just cut out a piece. It don't have to be too much, but so when people are using cutaway stabilizer or tearaway stabilizer, they sometimes use two pieces. Like every time I saw anybody do it, they use more than, more than one piece to do it. And this is kind of raggedy, but it's gonna be fine. I didn't have time to really prepare like I did, but I forgot that I needed this. I forgot that I needed it. Now I don't necessarily know if you how much you need it, if you really need it, but I'm just gonna use it. Okay. So that's just me. But I don't necessarily know if you really have to use this extra piece of fabric like this. All right. So now we're just gonna hoop it. I'm just gonna make sure that my Mighty Hoops is hooped. And we're gonna place the magnetic portion. Now I would recommend, I'm just practicing this right now, but I definitely recommend ironing out your fabric. It will make you happier. Okay. All right. Look, my fabric is not even Ricoma. Sounds good. It sounds great, actually. All right. So I'm just gonna kind of straighten out that fabric a little bit because it is wrinkly. Like wrinkly. All right. So we're gonna get ready to head over to the machine. Let me. Oh, before we head over to the machine, I do want to cut out a piece of this foam. All right. And this is the foam. And I'm actually going to double it up. I'm going to double it up. All right, so let's see. It's only about 10.5 inches wide. So that might be too big there. What do I see? And I would recommend just keeping like your regular phone. This actually only cost, I think it was like $6 at Joann. It wasn't even a lot. It was only $6 for this whole thing. I think it came up to $7.20. So it wasn't even a lot. So way cheaper than the sulky foam. All right. So we're gonna put this here. I am gonna cut this. And I am using my regular scissors to cut this. No need to mess up my sewing scissors. I'm gonna put a little piece here because it's not even. So I'm using Pellin number 76. I got it from Joann. And if you don't want to waste any of your foam, just measure it out before you do it. Right, and I'm gonna put this here too. I'm pretty sure that should be enough. Let's hope it's gonna be enough. Maybe I should measure it. Maybe I should do what. Oh, that's when he put the fabric on. Y'all want to trace it like he did with the marker, and we can then know for certain how it's gonna go. Let's do that. All right, so we're gonna head over to Brody. Let me make sure Brody can see what we're gonna do. I'm gonna bring Brody over. Oops. Brody over here a little bit. I see. All right. All right, let me add Brody on. I'm gonna remove the stage. All right. So let's go ahead and get ready to place this on top. And Brody, we're going to make Brody a little bit larger. I do want you guys to see the screen a little bit. So, check out all these. These. All right, you can't get too close to Brody. All right, so now we're just going to put the hoop in, and we're putting it in regular. That looks good. Put it all in. Now, I need to get my flash drive. Uh-oh. All right, we're going to get the flash drive, and I'm going to get ready to bring that file over. All right, we're going to save on it. File. And it should be the very last one. Teach. All right, so here we are, teach. And that's the file. I'm going to bring it onto the machine. And then let's go here. And then there it is. I'm going to click OK. Now, if you guys see, it's upright. Let me think about it. I did remove those jump stitches, I think. Let me check. Let me check to see if I did. Because I'm not sure. Hey, Kareem, welcome. Thanks for being here. Hey, Evelyn from Orlando. All right, I'm just checking to make sure the jump stitches are gone for the pink. Yeah, they should be. They kind of look like they're there, but let's hope that they're not there. All right. So the next thing that I need to do is I need to go to design set. And we're going to actually put this. Let's see. This is 180. Let's see. Oh, nope. Let's go back. Let's just do it. I just have one. Let's see. Nope, I don't want it like that. I just want to go upside down. I think I should did that one. Hold on, go back. I think that's what we want. I think we want it like that. I should have thought about this first. I think we want it like this. Because then when we put the hoodie on, that's how it's gonna look. Does that look right to y'all? I don't know if y'all can see it. But I think that's how we want it to look. Upside down. Okay? So let's get ready. We're gonna click OK. Let me make sure I have the right hoop selected. See, selected for this one. Okay. That's what that one's going to be. Let's my fingers are fast. Let's see. I don't want that to be. Okay. Oh, fingers are crossed. Fingers are crossed. Okay, that's good. Okay. Oh, I don't want that. That's not what I wanted. Hold on, let's go back. Did I pick the wrong thing? Let's see. That's what I want. Okay. Okay, that's what I want. All right, so now we're upside down. I'm getting a little bit nervous, y'all. Let's select our color. So we're going to do the first color that we're going to do is, let's do a, I don't have any dark colors. Let's do 9. Let's do purple, and then let's do 7. Okay? And then we're going to do automatic manual. This is important because we're going to have to take it off. We're kind of treating this like applique. So this is not being treated like applique because we're going to have to take it off and then put it back on. Hopefully y'all heard me. Hey, 755. Hopefully you guys heard me, but if not, I'm sorry. Sorry. So let me make sure my purple is there. It is. So we're going to click OK. I'm just trying to think what else that we need to do. All right, I think this is good. So we're gonna enter into tracing, and then I'm gonna get a Sharpie. Hopefully the Sharpie works. Let me test it out. It's gonna work fine for today, I think. Let me see if I have another Sharpie over there. But you don't have to use a Sharpie, but I'm gonna use a Sharpie because I can't even see back there. I'm gonna use a Sharpie because this is what I saw the guy in the Ricoma video do. Okay? So I'm gonna move us back a little bit closer over here. So he started out with stitching. Well, he started out with tracing. All right, so he's gonna trace. Are we on number one? Yep. All right, so that's tracing. And then what he did was he took his marker and then he did another trace. So he kind of put his marker down somewhat like this. And then it traced like where the design was supposed to be stitched out at. Maybe I should have my marker more straight, but it's gonna be fine. We're fine. This is fine. And you just put it like right there by the number one needle. And he just held his marker down and traced that way. And then that was it. And then once he did that, he knew exactly where to put his foam. Now, I cut my foam to be like a large size, but I just wanted to show you guys that because I actually thought it was pretty cool how that was done. So then we are going to, let's see if this piece of foam is wide enough. And look, this piece of foam that I thought was wide enough, it's not. So I need to cut another piece. That was good for me to do because if not, I wouldn't have had a good piece of foam. But you definitely want to keep your foam, like even the scraps, because you could use it for so many different things. All right. It was good that I did that because this was not enough. It doesn't seem good. Hey, through. Okay, let's see. All right. So I'm gonna place this down here. Now, what you can do is I did see where he put tape, like painter's tape, down on it so that it didn't move around. But I don't think I'm gonna really have a problem with it moving because my piece is so thick. But just in case, I'll go ahead and put a little tape here. I mean, I don't know how much that's gonna help, but it's not even sticking. But or you could just sit here and monitor it and hold it. I don't know. I forgot to put on my microphone. I'm sorry, y'all. All right, so now we're actually ready to start. I'm just gonna select start, and we're gonna start going. It's just so weird. It's just so weird stitching this upside down. It's so weird stitching it upside down, but you guys will see like what's the next step. All right, so I'm gonna click start. Oh, I'm about to say, like, why did it start over here in the corner? Now, the next thing that I want to do, like once I'm done with this, I just want to check my bobbin just to make sure that I have enough thread in there for the next step, because I don't think I want to worry about replacing the bobbin once I have the hoodie hooped on top. Okay. Let me grab some straight pins. Hope you guys can see that. Hope you guys can see that. I'm gonna have to travel to the back again to get some straight pins. But so far, it's okay. But I'm gonna move us over to. I'm gonna bring the camera over to the desk because remember I told you guys but that's how it's stitching. So we'll see. We'll see. I know this is something like this is not the norm, but one to try it out. So this is I cut this out with a Cricut Venture, light cardstock, and this is a new design for the Taurus. So I'm just being careful because my holes are very, very close. Like very, very close. But this is put out with a Cricut Venture. And this is Flock from the Baby's Booty. The Cricut Venture might be a little slower than the other ones, but when I tell you, like, I always get like a very, very good cut with the Cricut Venture with the light cardstock setting. Now, I, I don't suggest light cardstock setting with the Maker or the Explorer, but with the Venture 3, it cuts perfectly for me. Perfectly. Like all of the dots. This is rhinestone flock from the Baby's Booty, and all of those rhinestone flocks. I can hear it like jabbing into the phone, but like all of those dots came out. I don't have one dot left. So we might be in luck. We might actually do the shirt tonight. And then this is the other part. I'm trying to figure. And where is the cut at? Oh, here it is. Right here. If I can get it up. Here's my. This really shouldn't take too much longer. Now, when you watch the guy on the phone, I would definitely recommend watching him because he even showed. I'm not really gonna worry about like exact placement, but he kind of showed you like how to find your center point when you're hooping it back onto the machine and all of that stuff. I'm not really gonna worry about that. For this one, because I'm really just practicing and it's gonna be for me. So Jesse, a very good cut, right? Thanks, 755. It's an excellent cut. And so it's kind of, this design is with the word Taurus with the symbol on the inside. So we'll try to cut that out tonight. But all the dots came out. I'm telling y'all, I love cutting with the Cricut Venture because it takes a little bit longer, but like everything cuts out. And I have to use a mat, which that's my only main issue with it. I don't really like to have to worry about the mat. But it cuts it perfect. Let me grab a cutting mat and then we're gonna take that off of the machine. Let me grab my adhesive spray. I still never went and got those pins. No, I gotta go back and get those pins. I'm sorry. And I'm gonna take it off of the machine. But it came out so good. The cuts came out perfect. All right, so I'm just gonna put this here. I'm gonna turn it this way. Okay, good. Got it. All right, I'm gonna turn it like that, and then I'm gonna put this one right here. Make sure I'm gonna turn that one the long way, or the wide way. Like that. Just gonna put it down just a little right there. But I always try to keep that little tab inside. I don't know why I do that. That does not make sense. The little tab at the top. And that's just gonna mess me up when I'm brushing, but it's fine. All right, and now we're gonna cut. And this is SS10, and we'll do this when we're done. We'll do it when we're done. I've been cutting off all the extra parts of the cutting mat because that just takes up a lot of space, and it ends up being very heavy. All right, y'all. So here we are with Teach, and I don't know how even it looks, but we're gonna go with it. Okay. So now I have to cut this because it's not like the other foam. Remember I told you guys like it's not like the other foam where it just you can peel it off. Like I'm gonna pull up those stitches, but we're leaving it on the hoop. Okay. So this is what creates the embossed look of the shirt. I should have got my other scissors. It looked like it moved, y'all. Did I have it? Like it looks like it moved. It doesn't even look like it's straight. My T looks a little bit weird. Everything looks weird. I did something when I brought that in. Look, y'all, it doesn't look at my T. Something went wrong. What went wrong? Something did, because look at how the T looks. That's not how it should be. I think when I was flipping it, I might have flipped it too weird. I'm gonna have to do this over. I'm sorry, I gotta do this part over because I don't want it to look weird. That doesn't look right. See the T? The T is smaller. I wonder why the T is smaller. Let me go look at the machine. Like, I don't know why. It doesn't look like that on the machine. It doesn't look like that here. Oh my goodness. And what if I put it on and it doesn't stitch out right? Because that's what I think may happen. Like it may not stitch out right. Rachel, should I just go with it? Should I just go with it? Should I just go with the flow? Should I just suck it up and be okay with it? Because at this point, it doesn't take long to stitch it, but I need to see why it's stitched out like that. Like it didn't do right. But nonetheless, we're gonna see. I'm trying to cut this and not cut the hoop, not the hoop, the stitches. We're just gonna go with this, y'all. Because why not? I'll do We'll see if it doesn't stitch out right, then I'll, like that next one, I'll do it again. Another top. Yeah, see, I think when I flipped it, I think I might have messed something up. Uh-oh, I'm cutting the stitches. Well, these scissors are so sharp. I don't want to do it over. But I'm scared that when I put it in the second time, it may stitch it right. Look, Miss Merlin say, go for it. It's not, it's like lower than the trace area. It is. But that T, like I don't know why the T, like the T really, you guys can't, you guys see the T? Like the T, one side of the T is higher than the other side. But when I look at the machine, it looks fine. How much do I want to rehoop this, y'all? I really don't want to rehoop it. I don't. Oh, there's stitches up here too. But why is there stitches up here? Look, but the T isn't up there. I think I should just go ahead and do it over. I'm gonna reload it and do it over. Only thing I can say is that this material it's not difficult to cut it. That's the only thing that I can say right now. But I'm gonna do it again because I don't want. I don't know if y'all see, like it's stitched up here, but let me do it again. I'm gonna redo everything again because I don't want it to. I want it to come out good, at least decent. So I did. Yeah. I don't know why I did that. We're gonna go for round two. Round two. That maybe the material did move. Because remember I didn't have it taped down. And I didn't, well, that was the first stitch there. It's possible. It's Miss Melinda, you know anything is possible over here. Let me try it again. I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna go one more time. I'm gonna go. But something moved. Let me go ahead and rehoop it. Something did the wrong thing. It could have been me. When I was flipping it, I know I flipped it and I changed the degree a little bit. So that could have been it too. So I felt like I changed the degree and I changed it back. So I don't know. But depending on when we finish this, we may or may not get to the bling design tonight. We'll see. It's my crinkly material. Sorry, y'all. Sprinkle. But it's going to get the job done. It's going to get the job done. Uh-oh. I really should have cut this out already. Hold on. Let me spread it out a little bit. I'm trying to do too much. All right. Luckily, this is not like a long project to do. So and it doesn't take a lot of stitches. Now, I did see other people do it other ways. Like some people did. Let me turn it this way. Some people did. They did a satin stitch and not just a well, this is gonna be, it's my fabric there isn't that tight, but it's fine. They did a satin stitch and then they did it like they didn't do it with just a beam stitch, like they did different things. All right, so let's get ready to go. I'm just gonna cut 2 more pieces of foam. Luckily I got more foam. So I'm just gonna cut 2 more pieces and then Maybe I need to just watch it better while it's stitching. I think it's like Miss Melinda. Maybe the material did move, and I just didn't realize that it was moving. That's possible. And let me cut this out. And hopefully this time it'll be better. I do feel like this is very easy to cut. Like it's very easy to. Let me make sure I don't go too small. I was thinking I was doing good, but okay. All right, I didn't go too small. Has anybody else tried this? I'm just gonna put this right here. Should I trace it? I'm gonna trace it and see. But I think it's just gonna go right here in the middle. And that's gonna be it. That should be fine. That should be fine. Let's see. Thanks, Josie. Yes, please remember to hit the like button. Now let me go ahead and take this down. I'm not even going to trace it. I'm gonna trace it, but I'm not even going to worry about like doing it with a marker. We did that already and it works. So I just want to put this tape down. And then I'm gonna grab the pen because I don't want it to, not for this part, but for the next part. So I'm just gonna take this down here. If I missed you saying anything, I'm sorry. All right. Yeah. This actually, so I saw Codesi a video when I was looking at the Ricoma one. Codesi video came up from like a year ago where they were showing how to do this. All right, I'm gonna go take this back over to Brody. I'm gonna remove the embroidery status. Then so I need to use the I know I did not mean to do that. This is I put it on the hat hoop. I don't know why I did that. That was so silly. That was so silly. All right, so let me exit out of here. I want to make a file. Let me go here. I'm gonna delete that one and then put it back. All right, let's try this again. All right, I'll bring it back. Now, I'm going to change this to 9 or 10. 10. Manual, and then I need to put this. I'm going to put it. Let's see. All right, so we clicked it. I'm going to click OK. Escape. I don't know why I did that. Let's do it again. Let's do a trace. All right, so far the trace looks good. I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, let me bring you guys so you guys can see. So far the trace looks good. Let's try again. let's try this again. So I'm gonna click start. I'm so nervous right now, but let's go start. I'm so close to that tape. All right, that one stitched out fine, looks like. I'm gonna put a piece of tape and I'm coming back over. That one looks like it stitched out pretty decent. The T looks good. So I think, so when I was flipping it, I think I might have changed the degree or something. I don't know. I might have did something. Generally, if y'all know, I don't usually blame my machines for anything. If anything usually goes wrong with machines, it's probably me. It's, it's definitely probably user error. So when I was putting it in, I'm pretty sure that I probably clicked the wrong thing. I was so nervous about it. All right, so far it looks good, but I think I was just so nervous about doing it, like just worried that I'm 100% sure, 100% sure. Hey Kevin, hey Jess. So yeah, y'all. So we gotta wait for that. Um, so we'll see. It doesn't, as I see, it doesn't take a lot of time. So we may still be able to do a bling. Oh, let me go get the straight pins. I'll be right back. All right, guys. So I have the straight pins and I wanted to get them because when we get ready to place the hoodie on top, I think it may need to, have a little more security. I still see that jump stitch on that A. I still see it. Remember the jump stitch that was moving? I still see that jump stitch on that A. I don't know. Hey Vanetta. Hey everybody that came in that I didn't see. Hey y'all. Happy Tuesday. We're just doing a hack. So this is my second time stitching on the foam. We did it a few minutes ago, but something happened. I think I pressed the wrong thing, and yeah, it didn't stitch it out correctly. But this looks good. This looks like it did good. Yay, Josie! Glad you made it back safe, Anisha. Hey, Design with Love. I'm having a good day. All right, gonna be. Uh-oh. Did I run out of thread? I ran out of. Who was here when I said, let me check the bobbin and make sure that I don't run out of thread? Oh, I didn't run out of thread. I didn't. I have a lot actually. Now here we go with the shenanigans. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Uh-oh. It didn't run out of thread. I'm dropping the bobbin cakes everywhere. So we didn't run out of thread. Why did it top? And we rethread our purple. Something happened. So we just gotta rethread it. Let's see. Let's see. Too much longer after this, so don't worry. All right. Remember, this is thick, like it's pretty thick, so there's no telling. Now, when it comes back through the next time, it shouldn't have, like, the thickness shouldn't matter. Turn on the light. Let's see if I can put this one up. So I do see a lot of this foam residue on the pressure foot. So you're gonna have to clean it up. Like you definitely want to clean it because it turns like very, very powdery. In addition to that, I also have glitter on the pressure foot. I'm doing the glitter applique. It should be applique. All right. So let me just make sure my path is still good with my thread path because that is one of the things that causes the most. All right. So I'm actually going to take this back just a little bit because I don't. All right. So let's see. Fine. Oh, I see. One of my threads. Okay, there. All right, we're almost done with that. We're doing good. We're doing good. No stress. Ooh. All right, y'all. So we're done with this part. Let's head back. I'm bringing the machine back, the table back. All right. So now we're going to take this off. And so you want to be careful when you're doing this not to like shift anything, but the mighty hoops, they're very, very strong. So, and this time it is straight. So we're going to get ready to cut. All right. I'm going to feel better that we took it off and did this. But this is the part that takes quite a bit of time. All right, so let's get ready to cut. And then I'll use my other scissors to cut. I don't really want to pull the fabric. All right, where's my scissors? I'm just going to cut this. I'm going to try to cut as close as possible but not cut the thread. But these scissors are so sharp. There's my little ones. They're so sharp. Uh-oh, I'm already cutting the thread. I'm gonna get my gold scissors in a minute. And this is the part that this is gonna take the longest. You guys hear echo? Because I hear echo. I don't know why. There's an echo. So what's going to happen next is that that second stitch that we created is just going to stitch on top of this stitch. To create the puff. This is the part that's going to take a little minute long. So please bear with me. Thanks, Mary Bear. And don't forget, if you guys want to hang out with us making some candles, Marilyn and I will be making candles on Thursday. Finally, Mary Bear. All right. So remember, this puff is different from the other, like the puff that we use with the hats, the puff that I used the other night. I might try the Mama Mode design with this too. I'm trying not to cut an actual fabric because these are super sharp. Let me get my other small ones. These are super sharp too. That's gonna work. So yeah, I know this part is no fun. This isn't the fun part. I probably in the video it looked like it just went so quick. I should know better. I gotta go see it. When did you do your video, Josie? I know you were talking about doing it. I'm cutting so close. But you kind of want to get it clean. Uh-oh. Of course, my scissors keep sticking to the hoop. We all have that problem with y'all scissors and stuff when you're using your mighty hoops. Everything is going to stick to them. All right. So remember, this first part, you don't put, you just hoop your hoop. I need to clean that up a lot more. Oh. Rachel also knows how to do nice clean cuts. All right. Uh-oh, I just snipped the stitches. Oh, get your life together. Be careful. You're making a huge mess of this phone everywhere. But it's okay. I'm going to get my other scissors. I gotta get in there good. Very Miss Mary Brown. Hey, Mary Bear. Hey, Evie. Hey, Evie. All right, y'all. I'm trying to get into this. Let me worry about this later. Let me focus on the tea on this side because ain't nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that today. this is really purple. I think it's gonna look good if I can manage to not cut the thread. Now you want to get as close to the thread as possible without actually cutting the thread, okay? But it's a little bit challenging with all this foam. I'm gonna try not to cut it. It's a little challenging. And it's important because the fake embossing isn't going to look really clean if you don't get close to your stitches. And if you leave like extra pieces of foam around, you don't want to do that. Cutting stuff I'm gonna go through cutting. But so too close to that edge. Was anybody else crafting? I know I asked earlier, but I didn't see if anybody else said that they were doing this or if they had done it already. Is this anybody's first time seeing this? It's been out for a while. The only thing with this one, it does not pull up like the other. So I still want to clean that up a little bit. I'm not going to be happy unless I clean up a little bit. I don't know if any of you guys follow Angel on Instagram. I think I saw it on Instagram. I know some of you guys do. But if you know her story with little Gavin, she posted the cutest picture of Gavin, and they have a lot to celebrate with Gavin. So definitely check out Angel. Y'all, this foam is everywhere. But we're almost done. We're close to it. I'm looking at the brighter side. Looking at the brighter side. I do want it to look nice and clean. I'll know when I'm working really hard, I gotta put my hair in the ponytail. Is Ruth, you're doing already? An embossed one? Greg is first name. Awesome, Greg. And Danny? Thursday show, cool. Gavin is adorable. He is. He had like the biggest smile, so cute. I just gotta clean. I wanted to be as clean as possible. That's the only thing. So I would recommend, like, if you're gonna do this, and depending on your designs, you may want to do a, of course, larger letters if you're doing individual letters like this, and have them spaced out so that you could really get into those letters. Like y'all see, I'm cutting fabric. I'm cutting not fabric. Thread. Uh-oh. That jump stitch did not go away. Look at it right here, y'all. Mm-mm. I think it trimmed it. I don't think it something crazy. But that first one, y'all, I don't know what I did, but as you guys see, I probably pressed something wrong because now this stitch out is just fine. So what I did was I completely took the first one off and put it back onto the machine, and this one stitched out just fine. All right, I still have a few areas left, and of course over here. But you have to be careful in doing this because you don't want to adjust it in the hoop. So I'm being very, very careful. Not like pulling it or anything like that. And super duper careful. I don't want to mess up. Might as well do it. I was about to say we have all night, but we don't have all night tonight. Don't want to get on this. We don't have all night. I'm just turning it around to make it easier. But this foam is definitely softer. It's like cushion than the silky. And this one is thicker. But I don't think I double layered it too. So that also plays a part in that as well. And you're getting close. So we'll see. It's not going to be as close and clean as I wanted, but I think it's gone. I think it'll be fine. What y'all think? You think it'll be fine? I'm trying to get as close as possible. I do want to have like clean edges, and this E is not that clean. Thanks, Josie. It did. Yes, Stacey, he looks so happy. Yeah, he looks so happy. But yeah, Rachel's, I really like how she added the satin stitch around it, like on top, and it just made that inside puff like really nicely. Uh-oh, I'm getting too close, y'all, and the hoop is right on my scissors. Come on. The hoop is grabbing my scissors. All right. That may be as close as I get it. But we'll see. I still need to get up in there, but yes. Let's see. Oh, I'm telling you, when I saw Ricoma yesterday, I was like, oh, you could do this, because he made it look so easy. I knew this part was gonna take the most time, but like I literally just followed his steps from what I saw him do yesterday. Did I change the stitch length to 2? I think I did. I don't remember. Hopefully I did. And then we did a bean, triple bean. It was super easy. Just kidding. All right. All right, y'all. We're almost done. I just gotta clean this A up a little bit more, take out the center of the A, and then we're gonna be ready to take off. We'll be ready soon. I do want it to be clean. But I have quite a few things to do this week. And just going around and around and around. I need Rachel to come and cut this. The way she cut out her applicator today was amazing. She cut out really, really good. Try that today. I do think this part is the part that'll make me be like, yeah, I don't want to do that. That's just too much. But it's gonna be worth it. It's definitely gonna be worth it. All right. All right, so the E and the A look pretty decent. I'm gonna cut out that center part. It's 755 exactly. Call me Dr. Crafty. Dr. Crafty at this point. Once we get all this done, it's gonna take like 5 minutes to do the rest. That's all. It's gonna take like 5 minutes to do the rest. Yeah. I think I might be trying to get it too clean, if that's a thing. Let me get my tea right here. I'm also the mining hoops are good, but not with metal scissors around it. It's like the worst with these scissors. This one really does not know how to act. It's like more needle, yes. I'm trying to get under the arm of the tea. All right, y'all. I think I'm not gonna try to do too much more of this later. If you guys are saying something, I'm sorry. I know. Once my head goes down, my head is down. All right. Hey, Tim. These are Marilyn. These are Husqvarna scissors. Husqvarna. All right. I gotta get this middle part out too. One thing I can say, like this really cut, like it really took that center part down. How the center is. I'm trying not to cut it. It's hard. And of course, I don't want to cut the fabric, but I should just left this like this. I think it would have been fine. But okay. Then I'll just move it out another way. When I'm done with this, I'm gonna wear this sweatshirt every day. As you do, then you'll learn like what techniques work for you, what you like best. But this is a form that you have to cut. Like you're not gonna just peel away. All right. All right. All right. So we just got a few more to cut. Y'all, we're gonna go. I know it doesn't look all that clean. The T, the E, and the A, but we're gonna go with this. This is what we're gonna go exactly with this. I am not gonna. I say this as I continue cutting around the letters, but I'm not gonna worry about it not being exactly lined up. I just need it to be kind of and straight. But I think I'm more scared of cutting the thread. Yeah. Marilyn, do you have a link to the scissors? If you do, please add it. Please add the link, your link. Oh, y'all. Right, let me. Mhm. Let's see, y'all can appreciate a good pair of scissors. Not to cut. All right, this is as close as I could get to this. We're almost done. If we get done, we'll brush. Oh, it's almost 10. Uh, I think I'll just save that design for when Marilyn and I are doing candles and bling. I think that'll be best. Is Evie still here? Evie. So earlier, before I got in the live, I started cutting out a template with your flock, with the purple flock, and I've used the Cricut Venture. Every last hole stayed behind. Every last hole. All right, I'm gonna cut. Because that's not cutting there. I promise y'all, this Mighty Hoop doesn't want me to be great. It's the Mighty Hoop. I don't know if you guys are seeing it. Keep grabbing the scissors. The Mighty Hoop does not want me to be great. It's rude. That's why y'all are my people. Amy. It can't cut it perfect. Not one. One dot was left behind. Not one. All right, y'all. We almost done. The more and you know what? I love when you guys are here with me because you guys understand this. Like y'all understand the process of like what this is taking. Yo, I'm tired of this magnet. I think next time I do like this, I may need to just use the regular hoop. But I think that with the mighty hoops, like I can keep everything in place more or better. So that's my only reservation. All right. All right. All right, we got the teeth. And I mean, it looks good here. It doesn't look too bad, but like I just want it to look good when it cuts, like when it stitches on top. So it doesn't necessarily stitch on top of the foam. It's really just going to go back over this part and stitch over that, like that. Oh, 7 o'clock club. I hope you feel better. I love these too. Bows and more. All right, we gotta do these. Feeling really good. I'm trying to. The problem with this H is that it's just super narrow here. So if you're gonna do that's like fonts, the font that you use is important. The size, not this one, not your Piscobana. All right, we're doing decent. We're almost there. Almost there. All right. Let's cut this little piece right here. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. I just want to get the insides of the page out. I'm just trying not to cut through the fabric. I knew this part was gonna take the longest. Maybe cutting down. Yeah. These are pretty easy to get to. Let me get closer. All right, y'all. So we're gonna put this back onto the machine the same way, but we're gonna head over to the machine. Well, before we do that, I'm gonna put some of that fusible stabilizer on the back. So we're gonna put it on with a little bit of the adhesive spray. Right. This H isn't as clean as I want it. It's, this is the only way that the hoop won't snatch my scissors. Perfect and close in. All right. Just cutting. No. I just don't know how close, like, I don't, it kind of looked like the guy was really close when he did it. So I need to go back and just see, like, how he was able to get so close with it. Because he was really close. All right. Wait, let me cut on this side. We're almost ready. I'm never going to be happy. Never going to be happy with this. But The digitizing of this is super easy because you're only making run stitches. So that part is super easy. Uh-oh. Hopefully I didn't move anything. Looks like I could have possibly moved. All right, y'all. So we're gonna get ready to go with this. It's not perfect. I'm gonna bring it close so y'all can see how it looks before we do the rest of it. But it's definitely not perfect. So I gotta stop. I gotta stop. I'm just gonna go with it. All right, so I'm gonna bring it up close. So if you guys look, this is what we did. Thanks, Rachel. So for the most part, it's decent. It's not as close. You'll see how thick that is. So that should give us a nice emboss. So I'm gonna open this. I don't know why I'm opening it. I have some of this already, but we're gonna open it because that other one's in the back. So this is fusible iron-on mesh. And I'm just gonna place it on the back of here. And so once we're done, where is it? Where are you? Which side goes on? This is the adhesive side. The left side. All right. So I'm just gonna cut here. All right. And I'm just gonna spray the back a little bit. And then we're gonna head over to the machine. All right. Let's spray a little bit. Thanks, Joyce T. and Gonzel. Thanks, Canada. We're just gonna spray. Evie, don't talk about me. You already know. I can't help it. Once I start spraying this stuff, y'all, I cannot help it. I always overdo it. It never, ever, ever fails. Ever fails. All right. So this is a fusible mesh, and I'm just putting this here so that when it's done, um, I'll be able to iron it on. Now, what do I want to tell you guys? So I didn't see the people in Ricoma do this. I told you guys I watched a few videos. I watched Codesi. Ricoma was the first one. Well, the first one I saw was when Josie sent it to me. But as far as like learning how to do it, I watched Ricoma, Angela Jasmina, and Codesi. So this is not in the Ricoma video. I saw Codesi and Angela do like put another lining on the back, but they used tearaway stabilizer. I wanted to use cutaway stabilizer. So I'm just mixing a few different things up. So the next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna take our the other thing that they did was they actually put adhesive spray on teach or whatever the word was, and then they started to like press it down. In the Ricoma video, they did not do that. Okay, so let me add this back. We're gonna put this back over here, and then we're just putting it back on right now. Oh, it's getting so when I tell you these magnets are not playing, so I'm gonna do about somebody remind me to put the feet back in a second. And so in the Ricoma video, if you watch that one, they actually had like he lined it up. I'm not doing all that, okay? But he lined it up to make sure that it was gonna go like the way that it should. Now I hooked out. I don't know how that's going to affect it, right? So what I'm gonna do is, this is not, did I put it in wrong? I put it in wrong, didn't I? I did. I'm about to be like, this isn't right. I put the whole hoop in the wrong way. Remember, we're going upside down, y'all. It's upside down. Everything is still upside down. All right, so, oh, my E isn't really clean. I don't know if you guys could see that the E is not all that clean. All right, so we're going to be hooping the sweatshirt now on top of the hoop. Okay, we're gonna go just like this. I'm gonna spray. Let me spray a little bit of the adhesive on top. So this is what they did. Now I don't know if I should be doing it like this, but this is what they did. I'm gonna wrap around. Probably sprayed too much. Eve, I know I sprayed too much. Yo, Eve knows I use too much of this stuff. You move that back a little bit. So you guys can see a little bit better. So now all we're gonna do is we're gonna hoop it like this. So we're gonna use the embroidery arms to like help us. Okay. So I am going to now. I think some people I saw they didn't do they did this part off of the machine, but we're gonna use the machine. Okay. So I'm gonna put teach. Teach is starting about right here, and it's already sticking. Right. So let me see. Okay, that's gonna be pretty good. Right. So I'm using the embroidery arms to make sure that I have it like at least centered, but I would just recommend you know, you find your, you find your, you find your way. Because I'm not saying this is the right way to do it, but if I'm doing it. All right, so I'm just pulling the sweatshirt just underneath, and then what I'm gonna do is, then I'm just gonna take this now, and I'm just pressing the sweatshirt into. Okay, the teach is gonna be a nice. It's about 4 fingers from the collar, which is fine. So what they did was they actually just kind of formed with that spray. I maybe I didn't spray enough spray, but I was already scared of spraying all that spray. They kind of like go to like this. That's kind of what they use the. That's what they use the spray for. Kind of see a little bit the T, the A, the H, the C, the A. But it's not all that, you know, it's not all that visible. It's fine. It's fine. Right. And you can kind of see it a little bit, but you can't really see. Oh, y'all can see it a little bit. Y'all see it a little bit. So I can see the T. But honestly, I think this puff is really puffy. I don't know if I should just use one or two, but this puff seems like really, really raised, like super raised. So now that we have it here, I'm just gonna get my pins because it's gonna move. So I'm just gonna put some pins and pin it down. Hi, Wonderland Jackson. Hey, Judy. All right, let's see. All right, let me. All right, so I'm just gonna pin up here. I'm pinning away from the design, but I definitely want to make sure that it does not move. I'm pinning it, keeping it down. This is also it's holding it because as I pin, I don't want it to shift anything. Of course, anytime you're pinning, you want to make sure you keep the pins out of the way of your the needles. Okay? Don't do what I just did and put it together. I just want to make sure. There we go. All I gotta do is make sure that underneath that embroidery on, because I don't want it to stitch together. I'm sure you have to press yes to get the center line. Definitely, you can do that for the center. Definitely. Let's see. All right, we're looking good. I'm gonna bring this back, and then now we're gonna get ready to stitch this. We're gonna see how this is coming out. You guys can still see that. Oh, let's go. I'm so nervous, y'all, about even pressing this. I'm so nervous right now, but let's go. Let's see. Let me make sure I'm clear on your ear. Clear. This looks good. Everything. All right. Press this down. Let's see. All right, let's go. Let's go for it. Let's I like it. So far. I know you guys can't see that. I just don't want it to. The jump stitch didn't go there. And I'm like, purple. Oh, purple is hanging down. Is he there? Let's keep moving. Y'all, we're done. We're done. Okay, Brody. You don't have to be so loud. Uh-oh. What did I drop? Oh. We are done. Look, it looks so good. I have one little extra. It looks really good. It looks really good. Oh, now I want to make another one. Oh, now I got to make another one. Not tonight, though, but. Okay, so if you do embroidery, one, let me just tell you, like, and you may have customers that may want something like this. It looks really good and clean. This was really cheap to do. Not many threads, not many stitches, and not much of the foam. Like that foam, that whole roll of foam I told you guys was only like $7.20. So this is awesome. All right, so we're done. I'm just gonna unhoop it in the back. I'm gonna remove the hoop. And then the next thing I'm gonna do is, oh, sorry y'all. Sorry for hanging out with charge on head. I'm just gonna cut some of that stabilizer. And then all I would do next is, like, I'm not gonna do it now because my heat press is storing some other stuff. But I'm gonna press it. So I'm gonna cut like this fabric and stabilizer. And I don't, so when I use it, I don't even think that you really need this extra piece of fabric. I mean, if you're using cutaway, I don't think you even need that extra piece of fabric. I'm gonna leave, I didn't mean to bring you guys down. I'm gonna leave the fusible mesh, poly mesh on here. We're going to press that, but I'm not gonna press it today. So remember, you can heat this and make it a little more stable. Thank you. It's called faux why am I doing this? It's called faux. I can see y'all big now. It's called faux embossing. Or they don't really call it, they just say embroidery embossing. So remember I put all that stuff on there, y'all. I'm not gonna let me look at it. But I want to make sure that I don't cut my sweatshirt. I might wear this tomorrow. I just gotta heat it up. Oh yeah, I don't want to cut it. I'm having the worst time cutting because it's fabric right here. I shouldn't have put that like piece, but I wasn't sure, y'all. And I don't want to cut this. I wasn't sure. But it's fine. I know y'all like y'all. We got us so close to this fabric. I know, but I'm just trying to make sure I don't cut. And then I'll bring y'all back over to y'all to see. Definitely on the word tomorrow. Let's see, once we do that, then we'll press this. We'll press this with the heat press. You can do it with an iron. It doesn't have to be a heat press either. But yeah. How do I pick up? That's becoming. I did something wrong when I uploaded into the machine. Yeah. So so the only reason why I didn't use it is because so this is the silky foam and it's just very stiff. But maybe we can try it with that and see. Maybe is this something we want to do for date night? Let me know. Like I'm down for anything. Date night will be very soon. I'm just moving that back. I'm gonna cut. If you guys didn't know, Delonda told me to put this in her box earlier or very early on. I don't know if she knew how it was going to come out, but she told me to put it in her box very early. Yeah, that one. This is the 3M foam. You put rhinestones around it. You can. You can. I didn't really plan on cutting in between the letters, but I did see. Sorry, I did see. I think the people on Ricoma, they cut the guy from Ricoma. He cut in between the letters, but I'm not because I already put the fusible mesh on. I'm not going to do it. But he did cut in between the letters. He did. I'm just gonna do it like this, and then we're gonna press. Like I'm gonna just press that. But I would definitely recommend like you probably like I can even get even closer here. Like, it doesn't have to be so, so much. I would just want to get rid of all of this material here. The stabilizer. I use that extra piece. I like how it came out, but I don't know if I really needed all that extra, like the extra piece of fabric that I put on. I don't know if I really, really, really need that. So if you do it, just know I'm not sure if I really need it. I was just really trying to be cautious, and I kind of put together a lot of different things that I saw, everybody doing, from Ricoma, Odessi, Angela Jasmina. Like, I was just putting together quite a few different things, but I love how it came out actually. I'm just cutting more. I'm gonna flip it back so you guys can see it. And I may cut out a little bit more, but I might be wearing this tomorrow. This looks really good, y'all. And so I use the same color thread for that top stitch. Okay, we're done. And then that, I'll just press that with iron. All right, and then I'll show you guys here, and then I'll hold it up so you guys can see it. Like, I love how it came out. The thread, I use gray thread. It looks really good. You can't even tell, like, how with the thread now. I don't know if I use like a shorter stitch length, if that will do anything to it for the top, but it looks good and puffed and embossed. All right, I'm gonna bring it up so you want to see it. Uh-oh, don't tell me I froze. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen. It was just too good to be true. Hold on, let me get back to you. Thanks, y'all. My baby. That looks super good. I'm coming to show you guys from the front. Hopefully I don't mess the ears up. Okay. Hopefully you guys don't hear anything. All right. All right. Hold on. Guess remove from stage. I'm gonna remove Brody from stage. We're good. All right, y'all. So look how it came out. I think it came out really, really good. It looks. It looks really good. So this is like, I mean, you could make it bigger, like if you want to do, make the font bigger or whatever, you can. But I love how this came out. I love it. It looks really good. You may, if you want the Pella number 76, I would recommend going to Joann's for it. It's a lot cheaper at Joann's than it is on Amazon. Like, I got a nice roll and I still have tons left over. And y'all know that I made a mistake, but like I have a good amount left over. This was $7.20. So I would definitely recommend going to Joann's instead of getting it off of Amazon, because with Amazon, I don't even know when you'll be able to get it because it may not be in stock, but it came out really good. Like, it's a different look. It came out really good. Like, you can definitely see it and tell what it says. So Oh, I'm holding it the wrong way. It looks good. Good, good, good. I love it. So I'm probably gonna be wearing this. Y'all, this looks so good. I'm probably gonna be wearing this tomorrow to work. Maybe I'll wait to. I don't know. Maybe I'll wait to wear it, but I want to wear it. Let's see before we get off. This is Pellin number 76. Make it flex foam. It's called flex foam. I'll put a link too. My shirt was gonna say puffy. I should have put just puff on it. That's what I should have put. But it looks, y'all, it looks good. It feels good. It's very soft. Um, I don't even know. Like I'm really, really surprised with how it came out. And if you want that embossed look, like you want to use um, the same color. Oh, you want to use the same color thread as your shirt or top, whatever you're using. Like that's what like really gives it, helps it with that look. But thanks everybody. Thanks y'all. Thank you, Tammy. Thanks, Crafty Leo Mary. Thanks everybody. Oh, Vera, you're not feeling well. What's wrong, Vera? I hope you feel better. Oh, Evie, you gonna make one? Yes. A t-shirt could do as well. I wanted to try a t-shirt too. Um, to do it. Y'all, this really didn't take a lot of time. Like y'all saw the stitch. If anybody wants this teach um file, let me know. If you guys want it, I'll put it inside of the community section. As y'all saw, it took like 5 seconds to digitize, not 5 seconds, but maybe like what, 10 minutes to actually digitize it, and then to stitch it out. It didn't take long either. The only thing that takes long is cutting the foam. But once you get used to it, I'm pretty sure that, you know, that time will be reduced. This is my first time cutting this foam with this material, and just this is my first time doing this whole thing. So if you guys didn't know, y'all know that this is my first time doing this. I never did this before. Um, so shout out to the videos that I watched, Ricoma TV, Angela Jasmina, and Kodesi. And shout out to Josie for believing that I could do this. So thank you, Josie. I'll put it in the Dibs, I'm not like everybody doesn't want to teach, but guess what? There is Teachers Appreciation Month or week or day is coming up next month. So this would be a nice, you know, you could like you said, like if you put on a regular shirt, it still would look good on a regular shirt. This is something that you could give to a teacher. I'm sure that they would love it. This sweatshirt was like $11. So the sweatshirt was $11 from I got it from Amazon. But if you go on Jiffy Shirts, you can get a sweatshirt for maybe like $9, 9 or 10, maybe $9. This is Gildan. So if you want to give them Gildan, this is a nice sweatshirt. You can do that, $10. Then to stitch this out, y'all, that's not costing a lot. Even if you like it's something you want to sell. So this is really, really nice. All right, y'all. Thank you, Rachel and Evelyn. Yes, Joanne's. Go to Joanne's. Thank you. Thank you, Jamel. Hey, Miss Linda Gray. Satin stitch first. So that's what. So I think Angela Jasmina in her video, she was saying that she was going to do a satin stitch. Like she didn't do the satin stitch first, and she said she was going to do the satin stitch first because I think she used a different type of foam um, than I used. I don't think she used this foam. I think she used a different type because I think her foam you could peel it away, kind of like the sulky. I think she used Gunnelled, but this foam you can't peel it away. Like you're gonna have to cut it. Like you have to cut it. But if you want to use one of the foams that peel away, try the one that Angela Jasmina used. It was Gunnelled that she used. Gunnelled foam. check out her video, because I'm pretty sure like she has a link in there, or she might have in the video, she may have a link or like a code, for Gunold. So check her video out too. Ricoma, Gunold, Ricoma, Angela Jasmina, and Coldesi. Yeah. But yeah. Well, thank you, Donzel. Hobby Lobby has some too, Sylvia. Okay. Yes. So try that, but I think with that material that Angela Jasmina used, the satin stitch Jessie would be perfect. But I don't know how that would work with this one. But we can try it. Y'all know we can always try it out. We can always try it. All right, beautiful people. I love you guys. It's been so much fun. I need to get a few things done before I actually go to bed. So I gotta wrap this up. It's always hard to leave you guys. It's always hard getting off of here, but I love you guys. Thank you so much. Every time one of the one was the bean stitch. Yes. Thanks, Bose and more. Where's Chris? I'm actually doing some embroidery. I have really been feeling, these embroidery projects so much. But I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys. Remember, we still have the rest of the week. It's just Tuesday. And it's no need to be upset, no need to be angry or mad about anything, you know, because when you do, sometimes that prevents you from being nice to other people or kind. So remember to be kind to other people, because you just never know. Like, nobody knows what you're going through 100%, and you just may not know what everybody else is going through. And I just find that kindness is the best way to go. Just be nice. Don't let any negativity inside. I gotta show y'all this one more time because y'all listen. This looks so good. It looks so good. It looks so good. Look at it close up. Look at y'all. It looks so good. I had to show y'all this up close. Look, y'all. It looks so good. And I even thought that I didn't do a good job with cutting. You cannot tell that this cut was a hot mess. You can't tell. You cannot. But I love you guys. Don't forget, Thursday. Wait, tomorrow. I think Delanda's doing a premiere tomorrow. I think, but next week Tuesday, Delonda will be live, for Tuesday, and then this Thursday, Marilyn and I are going to be making candles. We're going to be using a candle making kit. So please make sure y'all head over to Making with Marilyn so that you can hang out with us and make candles. I think on Friday, I don't know if Marilyn's going to come on with me, but I hope she does, because we just kind of want to show you guys the finished candles, and we're probably going to bling. So Thursday we're going to bling and make candles. Friday we're going to show the candles, and I think we're going to bling. We may do bling or embroidery or something. I don't know. But we're going to do something. Don't forget, Sunday, Evie will be on. And the buy-in, I believe, is starting this weekend too, I think. So be on the lookout for that. I love you guys. Have an amazing rest of your week. Prayerfully, I will see you guys on Friday night. And until next time, y'all. Later.